Today on CTV News at 5, cutting for copper. The wire theft growing at an alarming rate across the country. The surge and difficulty when it comes to prevention. Plus, new details from the tentative deal between Air Canada and its flight attendants and the continued travel trouble for passengers affected by the three-day strike. And healthy snack swaps, ideas to fuel your kids' lunches as they get set to head back to school. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here with us. We begin with a recent trend that is a growing concern. Copper theft has been on the rise as prices increase, and telecom companies say the numbers are alarming. For more, we go to CTV's Karis Mapp, who's been looking into this for us. Karis, many crimes actually happening close to home, with Cambridge named as a hotspot.
That's right, Leanne. According to a release published by Bell, copper theft is growing at an alarming rate across Canada, with Ontario accounting for 63% of all thefts. Cambridge, Hamilton and Windsor emerging as the province's top places for the crime. There have been 75 copper thefts in Cambridge so far this year. That's compared to just 44 in total last year. Waterloo Regional Police say 10 of this year's incidents happened between July 25th and August 13th. Most recently, 100 meters of Bell cable was cut from a utility pole in the Galt area last week. Thieves made off with 30 feet of the copper wire, making this type of theft a growing concern.
Over the past several years, the price for copper has gone up. That's made it a valuable commodity for thieves who, whether it's stealing it from telecommunications networks or electrical utilities or construction sites, they try to take copper and sell it as scrap metal for profit.
Coming up at 6, I'll hear from another telecommunication giant about the impacts on their company and customers when wires are cut. And a reminder, Bell is the parent company of Bell Media and CTV. Leanne.
Okay, Karis, thanks for that. CTV's Karis Mapp joining us live this hour. The chaos that erupted in Kitchener's Victoria Park this past Canada Day was discussed at today's Waterloo Regional Police Services Board meeting. We go to CTV's Tony Grace live in studio for a closer look at this and some other stories our news team is working on this hour. Tony, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Leanne. It has been a more noticeable problem over the last few years. Groups of young people gathering and setting off fireworks dangerously among crowded areas on Victoria Day and Canada Day. Police say they anticipated it happening again this past July, and they put 75 additional officers on duty. Young people began gathering around 5 p.m. with fireworks. The board heard today that it's a difficult situation to manage given the size of the park and the number of people gathering for festivities.
We don't want any of this to grow, and we don't want anyone to have the perception that it's a free opportunity to act unlawfully, because the community was at risk for some of the behavior that we saw.
At 6, CTV's Krista Simpson has a roundup on the charges filed, the costs incurred, and the concerns that these incidents are raising. Also tonight, Kitchener's Chicopee Ski Resort is getting closer to having its own dedicated transit stop. New sidewalks have been laid along Morrison Road, and a new Grand River transit stop is going in. Right now, the nearest stop is farther away along a road with no sidewalks on one side, which during winter months was raising safety concerns for people walking to and from the resort.
We have a lot of employees that ride the bus to work. They don't have that walk down the side of the road and through the snow, and they can get off right here, and we'll have a trail right into the chalet.
Although construction is set to wrap up in the fall, CTV's Ashley Bacon will tell us why the new stop won't be activated until spring, coming up at 6. For now, Leanne, I'll send it back over to you.
Okay, Tony, thanks very much. Cooler conditions out there today, but summer still in full swing. Cambridge Summer Live is in its final week, where people can enjoy free outdoor entertainment, including concerts, dog shows, and even busker-style entertainment. CTV's Alex Pinto joins us from Cambridge City Hall now. Alex, tonight is an exciting one for people like you and I, all the dog lovers out there.
Oh, yes, this is going to be a big one. We've got dogs. Apparently, cats, too, are going to be showing off their stunts. So tonight, as part of Cambridge Summer Live, again, the last weeknight show this is taking place, we have the Ultimate Stunt Dog Show. This is a traveling stunt dog show. Again, they've got cats, too, who are going to be taking part. The crew just arrived minutes ago, and they are busy setting up. So this show is getting underway here tonight at 6:30 this evening. Okay, so the Ultimates, they are a group of internationally recognized Canadian cats and dogs, and of course they're trainers showcasing amazing talents. So some of these pups and cats are actually on TV shows, they're in movies, so they know a thing or two about being in front of the camera as well. So yes, acting, skits, stunt, dogs, skateboarding, jump rope, handstands, tightrope walking. The list is really endless. So many of these are actually rescued or unwanted pets that the group has taken in, and they have trained them to give them a second chance, which is so amazing to hear. But it's one of the most popular events here. A couple hundred people potentially could be coming down to enjoy the show this evening. And good news, conditions are actually going to be looking pretty nice for this as well. It's quite cool. It's a little bit more comfortable as we take a look at our satellite and radar map. Now we are seeing mainly some cloud cover here. Earlier in the day, you may have noticed a little bit of misting, a little bit of humidity, potentially a pop-up shower or two, but overall fairly comfortable conditions, which is a nice break from the extreme heat and extreme humidity we've been experiencing. In terms of our current conditions, 20 it is in Kitchener-Waterloo, 21 in the City of London, just slightly cooler if you are by the water in Goderich, even Wyerton sitting at 19 degrees this hour. And again, we are still feeling that humidity, more so from the rain, especially what we were experiencing yesterday. So feeling more like the mid-20s in many areas. Again, slightly cooler if you are by the water. But again, tonight, yeah, perfect night if you want to come out and enjoy this as part of Cambridge Summer Live. So we've got the Ultimates Animal Actor Show that is taking place this evening. Again, it is kicking off at 6:30. So we're going to be here over the next couple of hours to see what they have in store. But yeah, setup is busy, getting underway this hour. Leanne.
Yeah, this looks like it is going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to see those dogs and cats in action and see what they're capable of. Love that story, too, how they take in the rescues and train them for the show. Alex, we will check back in later on. All right, we'll take you to break and tell you what you need to know. The Sun Life Waterloo Busker Carnival kicks off tomorrow. From jugglers to acrobats and many more, you can enjoy 64 different performances over the next 4 days. The event is celebrating its 37th year. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Kids are getting ready to head back to school, and there are ways to make sure you can create some healthy snack swaps so that they're getting all that nutrition and fiber. And Joyce Johnson, naturopathic doctor, is here with us to give us some advice. It's always great to see you, Joyce.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me back. As a parent, I know my girls are getting a little bit older. They're teenagers, but they're still in school. And this is the hardest time, is getting ready for back to school. And what are you going to put into lunches?
Well, you've got some great ideas for us. So we're going to start down here. I see we've kind of got cracker, chips, popcorn.
So we're trying to just give you some ideas of swapping out some of the snacks, because as much as, you know, you say snacks are my kids' little treat, your child is going to get 25% of their daily calories from their snacks. So if you can swap out one unhealthy snack for a healthier one, it's going to make a really big difference. So the first, this is your crackers. So we know the crackers that are baked in cheese, that are very highly processed. They're an ultra-processed food. They don't offer a lot of fiber. They don't have a lot of nutrition in them, like good value. So you can make some healthy swaps. I have some seed crackers, air-popped popcorn, and then you have like non-GMO organic, like low-salt tortilla chips. These are all really great options and still easy to make that swap.
Yeah, and delicious as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, next, one of my favorite snacks that I pack in my personal lunchbox, so this could be for kids or adults, is I see you got the Greek yogurt and berries. I love this because it also packs lacks that protein as well.
Absolutely, and I think it's really important that we're making the swap. So this is an example from some of those yogurt snacks, yogurt tubes. Some of them have as much sugar in them as a scoop of ice cream.
Wow.
So we really want to put the brakes on some of that, right?
Yeah.
Especially if it's an everyday thing. Something that's easy. So Greek yogurt, throw some berries in. I know you're saying Greek yogurt, that's not really so sweet. Put a little bit of honey in, drizzle a little bit of honey on top, and I promise you it will be sweet.
Yeah.
Your child will enjoy that.
Okay.
So just really want to throw that out there.
You could also kind of top off your yogurt snack with maybe some granola, or you've got a little snack to go along with it. What do we have here?
Okay, so this is another example of maybe it's a granola bar, or they call them nutrition bars. Often they are low in fiber and high in sugar, which is the absolute reverse of what you want your child to be having in a day. You want them satisfied, you want them to be pay attention, no sugar spikes. So things simple. So you want, like, this is like a trail mix, but you want it peanut free if they're going to be sent to school. So it's like a seed mix. You can make your own protein balls. So this is not a school friendly. These are the ones that I like to make at home. So my kids were really happy last night when I made these. So those have peanut butter in them. Also, making some of your own muffins. I know you might say this is a really big task. Make like a double batch and freeze some. So these are healthy muffins, no sugar added apart from some semi-sweet chocolate chips made with bananas and some roasted seaweed. So really easy, simple things that can replace these nutrition bars.
Yeah, it smells good too, and I bet it tastes delicious as well. Classic fruits, veggies.
Yes.
These are snacks that we have to get into us.
You absolutely do. So steer away from the squeezy pouches as much as you can. Go for the whole fruit. Show the kids what the fruit looks like. You can cut it up, but introduce them to the whole fruit, even veggies. If you are going to get one of these fruit cups, aim for the ones that aren't in juice, they're not in syrup, they are packed in water.
Okay.
And that's your best bet.
Perfect. Now, this is kind of the real deal, because this reminds me of those Lunchables, of course, and we're swapping that out for a healthier version.
Yeah, so this is just an example, and we do this all the time. My daughter is already shopping for her new bento box for this year. And, you know, the key is if you're getting one, make sure the seal works really well. So there's just some seed crackers, you get some nitrate-free processed meats, if that's, you know, in your tool house there. You can put in some eggs. You have some fruit, you can have some vegetables, you can have, I know kids really like peeling, so I'm okay with the peeled cheeses.
Yeah.
Kids are really like doing that and opening them up. Yeah,
Perfect.
and then, the last thing, which I think is really important, as a parent, there is so many times when you're like, did they really eat a lot today?
Yeah.
Did they get everything they need? Incorporate a multivitamin. It's going to be your insurance policy that over 24 hours, they have gotten all of their, you know, needs that they have for their body to grow and develop.
It's perfect. And I think all of these snacks are ones that are going to keep the kids satiated and happy and healthy, most of all, as well.
Absolutely.
Joyce, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me.
Take you to break, telling you what you need to know. Explore and enjoy a summer evening stroll along the Grand River on the Walter Bean Trail. You can enjoy nature, meet some new friends as well. It's tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. The group will meet at the East Bridge branch of the Waterloo Public Library. You can register for this one in advance online. Okay, we head back to Cambridge, where Alex Pinto is standing by from the Ultimates Animal Actors Show. Alex, some great family fun is expected here tonight, but we are also expecting to see some really cool tricks by these animals.
Oh, yeah, I'm really excited to see what these pups and even cats have in store for us. So many of them are rescues. Some would actually have disabilities, and they were taken in and trained to travel around, perform, and really get a second chance on life, which is pretty neat to see. But yes, so we're here live outside of Cambridge City Hall at Civic Square, where we can see all of the props are starting to get laid out. We see a little basketball, a couple ramps, I'm not sure what else is going to go in the middle, but we're all trying to guess what's happening here. But potentially we could see, some rope walking or maybe on a skateboard or two, which we've seen. Now, some of these animals are actually in TV shows. They're in movies, which is pretty neat to see. We've already got some kids' chairs lined up and ready to go for plenty of entertainment here tonight. So this show officially getting underway at 6:30 this evening, and it is expected to be pretty comfortable tonight, too. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that rain is expected to hold off. We're mainly just seeing a bit of cloud cover here in Cambridge this hour. So getting into your forecast as we look at our futurecast this hour, just mainly some cloud cover, as I mentioned, here in Cambridge and many areas too, right throughout southern and southwestern Ontario. We are seeing a 30% chance or so of showers. That's expected the back half of the evening and even as we get into the overnight as well. In terms of our current temperatures, we are currently sitting at 20 degrees in Kitchener-Waterloo, 19 in Goderich. It is 21 if you are in Sarnia. And with that humidex, so yes, with the rain that we saw yesterday, we are definitely feeling that humidity in the air. It is feeling just slightly warmer, but that cool breeze is helping things. So it feels more like 25 in KW, 27 in London, 24 in Goderich this hour. And when looking at our almanac, we're actually where we should be for this time of year. So 24 degrees, that is the average we should be sitting at, and that is our expected high for today. So the low, 15, which is making it very comfortable, a little bit more cool to keep the windows open, especially when it comes to sleeping at night. Our record high, 35 degrees, that was set back in 1955. And on this day in 1949, we saw an overnight record low of just 3.9 degrees. And that sun now setting just shortly before 8:15 p.m. if we can believe it or not. It's definitely starting to feel a little bit more like fall-like conditions. So looking at our overnight conditions, 15 degrees as we noted, 30% chance of showers expected when we get into those overnight hours. And then tomorrow, 24, that is our expected high, with the humidity feeling more like 31, mix of sun and cloud. Okay, looking at your first at 5 forecast. So mix of sun and cloud, as we noted, expected for tomorrow. For your Friday, sunny skies expected with a high of 28 degrees. And at this point, we are seeing a slight chance for a bit of wet weather starting your weekend. So Saturday, 30% chance for a little bit of wet weather then. So again, right now, feeling quite comfortable to sit outside here in Cambridge as we get ready for the Ultimates Dog and Animal Actors show. So lots to see and do. Again, this show getting underway at 6:30 this evening. So we'll have to check out some of the cool stunts in the next hour. Leanne.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they bring to the table. And I'm sure lots of kids will be enjoying that performance as well as adults. Alex, thanks so much. Have fun out there. And we'll see you tonight at 6. Okay, let's find out what's trending today. There was a mix of excitement, confusion, and then disappointment for partygoers at a Las Vegas nightclub when a surprise performance by Justin Bieber, well, it turned out it wasn't actually Bieber. American DJ Griffin was performing inside the Wynn Hotel when he was told Bieber wanted to perform. Someone came up to the mic, took the stage, and stunned the crowd, but as it turns out, it wasn't actually the Canadian music superstar.
That was insane. We gotta talk. That was actually insane. Complete fake. No way. I swear on my life.
I literally thought, kind of thought, I was like, damn, he put on a lot of weight since the album dropped.
The Bieber doppelganger was actually 29-year-old Dylan Declo, who even has the same tattoos as the pop star. He reportedly racked up a $10,000 tab, which he has paid, but he's been banned from the casino for life. Okay, stay with us. We have more news coming up after the break. And before you go, we'll tell you what you need to know. Enjoy Caribana Ignite. It's happening August 23rd and 22nd, downtown Kitchener. Stay with us. Many cities and communities are lifting their temporary fire bans. That includes Kitchener, Cambridge, North Dumfries, Wellesley, Wilmot, and Woolwich townships. You can find out more about what's now allowed. Our online team has all those details. Scan the QR code, download the CTV News app, or go to ctvnewskitchener.ca. And now the final 5 stories we're keeping an eye on today. Some details have come to light regarding the tentative deal that ended the 3-day strike by Air Canada flight attendants. CTV News has learned the tentative agreement runs for nearly 4 years. Flight attendants will be getting 50% of their salary as ground pay for 1 hour on smaller planes and 70 minutes for larger planes. Salaries also increasing. There's still a significant backlog of flights, so Air Canada is ramping up routes within North America as of today. The airline says a return to full regular service will take 7 to 10 days. The province is launching a new capital funding program that it says will help get more long-term care homes built. The Ministry of Long-Term Care says it will shift from its old model of offering funding support based on a fixed cost per bed model. Instead, operators will get a percentage of costs funded up to a maximum that's determined by location. Officials say the switch helps the program better address differences in the cost of land and construction right across Ontario. The province says the new model will make it possible to build long-term care homes faster, smarter, and in the places that need them most. The historic Kissing Bridge in West Montrose is officially closed and will be until the end of 2026. The covered bridge is nearly 150 years old and has been showing its age. Work will begin to rebuild and reinforce the structure. Line 86 will be used as an alternate route during construction.
So this is a major rehabilitation, so we're going to be strengthening the structure so that to ensure that it remains safe for many years to come. So we're going to be replacing worn out wood, we're going to be replacing the roof, the siding, the floor system. We're going to remove the old steel support that's currently in the bridge.
At 6, CTV's Heather Center, and we'll hear from a community member who says it's a major inconvenience to have it closed for that long.
Winner, Genyo.
Here's some good news for you. One lucky lottery player has won $75 million. Ontario's Lottery and Gaming Corporation says the winning ticket was sold in Kingston for yesterday's draw. Well, it hasn't been claimed yet, so if you made a trip to Kingston yesterday, you better check your ticket. This is the 5th jackpot win in the province this year. And finally for us, pet services site Rover is out with this year's list of the most popular dog breeds in Canada. For the first time, the top 5 are unchanged from last year. Mixed breeds are the #1 choice, once again followed by the always popular Golden Retrievers. Labs, Golden Doodles, German Shepherds round out the top 5. The survey also finds that nearly half of dog owners would choose the same breed again, and almost 7 out of 10 say loyalty is the most important trait in a dog. Isn't that true? Hey, all those breeds are pretty cute. All right, we'll leave it there. We'll see you back here at the top of the hour. Have a good night.